Morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday yesterday. Today is Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022, and it is a day 3. I had to think about that. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. The Mindful Minute is a good way to get yourself to just relax, to just recharge for the stars, and not allow our minds to get so caught up about the future, not let ourselves get too anxious about things that have happened in the past. The only thing that exists is this moment. Everything from our breath to things that we see and hear and smell and feel with our skin, okay? So let's just notice what's going on right here, okay? Use our eyes and look around, scan your environment, find something that catches your eyes that you're grateful for. And then study that item, look at the colors, look at its size, look at how far away it is. Just simply notice it. Don't judge it, just notice it. With your nose, breathe in and out. What do you notice with your sense of smell? And once again, what does it remind you of? And is there something you're grateful for with that experience, with that sensation? With your ears, just listen. What do you hear? What do you hear, and what does it remind you of? What does it make you think of? What are the sounds there that you didn't notice until now that you were paying attention? Because they're real, right? And finally, with your skin, what do you notice with your sense of touch? Your clothing, the skin, the air brushing against your skin, an itch even. Once again, all you have to do is notice. Now let's move on to our breathing technique. There's so many different breathing techniques that I have taught you. Many of you have taught me, and many of you who have been on video have taught to the rest of the school. So I want to invite you to choose one breathing technique that works best for you. I'm going to continue to use Thea's breathing technique, the sunrise and sunset. Hopefully in the next few days, I'll be bringing up a new friend to share with us another breathing technique. But for now, I want to continue with the sunrise and sunset. You can choose whatever other breathing technique works best for you. But before we get started, just notice your body. Notice that you exist. Notice how that seat holds you up. Notice how the weight of your body in this seating position pushes down. Notice where your chair meets your weight, holding you up. If your feet are on the floor, notice how the floor holds up your feet. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that first breath in. And out through your mouth. Remember, when we breathe, we want to breathe in through our nose. Breathe in. Nice and slowly, just notice the air flowing in through your nostrils, into your belly, expanding it like a balloon, and as you let it out through your mouth, notice the warmth of that air. Notice how your shoulders are given permission to relax. Notice your body settling in. Okay, breathe in again. And breathe out. Very good. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Now, once you're in the rhythm, also begin to notice the physical parts of your body, different parts of your body. There's so many parts of our body we think about, our nose or our eyes or our belly when we're hungry. Breathe out. But there are different parts of our body that we don't think about often, such as the skin on your elbow, maybe the back of your foot. Breathe in. Your right pinky toe, right? There are so many parts of our body that we don't think about. Breathe out. Just simply notice them. That's it. In your mind, say hello to them. Breathe in. Notice how they feel, pleasant, unpleasant, whatever it is, those are only sensations. Breathe out. And speaking of sensations, that extends to your feelings. What feelings have you brought to school today, for instance? Sit with those feelings, let them in. Sometimes those feelings are pleasant, exciting, and happy. Breathe in. Those are feelings that we love to experience. But sometimes there are feelings and emotions that, as you breathe out, are not as pleasant, invite them in. I encourage you, open up your hearts. Don't push them away. Don't ignore them. Breathe in and breathe out. Sit with those feelings, seek understanding, even if they're unpleasant, and try to figure out what messages they're trying to tell you. Now, in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, that's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You can go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. It's a good way to get yourself to just notice this moment. We have 3 expectations at the school. That hasn't changed. Number 1, show you that you're respectful with your hands, with your feet, the words that come out of your mouth, right? Use your ears. Use your eyes. Observe. And then when it's time for you to talk, remember you deserve that kind of respect as well. At the end of the day, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, did you make yourself proud even when nobody else is looking? And if you can answer yes to those, then you've shown respect and we're proud of you. But also with our hands and our feet and our mouth, the words that come out, we want to be responsible for that. In order for our hands and feet and the words that come out of our mouth to be respectful, we have to control it. We have to practice that self-control, that character trait. We've got to take responsibility. And that starts with our brain and our heart. Are we doing things because it is the right thing to do? Are we thinking through things before we spout off and say something we regret? And if we are able to check ourselves, we find ourselves beginning to be more positive. If we think more positive, we think in kind and compassionate ways, guess what? We'll start acting that way. All right? So you boys and girls, you young men and women, guys, truly, it starts with your mind and your heart. Give it a shot. Last but not least, show that you're ready to learn, ready to fail. You know that. And I say that with a smile because I don't want failure to always be seen as something that's sad and something that would make you mad. Failure can be disappointing because it's not what you want to happen. But if you understand that failing is just part of the process, then it's just, you know what? Brush yourself off, give it a shot again. And, over time, you boys and girls, a lot of you guys have shared with me moments, not just when you got 100% on a spelling test or you've done awesome on a math test, but I really love the moments when you have come to tell me when you didn't do so well. Maybe you got angry and said something you didn't, that you're not proud of. But then you also shared moments that after that, you decided to change things for the better. Maybe you made the decision not to use certain words. Maybe if you failed a test, you didn't do so hot. You've resolved and said, you know what, I'm going to study harder. I'm going to try my best. And more I'm hearing from you boys and girls that I am trying my best. I am doing my best. And that's music to my ears, boys and girls. It's music to your teachers' ears. Every time they see you not just say that you're doing your best, but that you're actually doing your best, that to us teachers is sometimes better than seeing you get 100% or A+, Seeing you do your best matters. All right. So, last but not least, our character trait for the month is cooperation, working together. That was shown on full display on Monday and Tuesday when you guys, for the Helping Heart Challenge, brought in way past our goal of 1,000 pieces of canned goods. As I shared with you, we got to 1,406 cans. We beat our goal by 406, guys. And all of those items together are going to go to the food bank. They're going to go help the Elko food pantry. And what's awesome is that there are people who maybe have fallen on hard times and it's harder to find the money to buy food. Now they could go to these places and get food for themselves and for their kids, at least until they're up and on their own feet too, okay? So thank you. You guys have done an awesome job. No one person could have done this. We had to do it together. Think about all the other things that we have to do together to achieve great things. All right? Last but not least, I'm always going to say this. I always mean this no matter what. I love you just the way you are. I'm looking you in the eye, guys. I love you just the way you are. I love how you're growing. I love how unique you are. I love how different you are. I love the fact that our school wouldn't be anything better if you weren't with us. You make us better. And I hope that you go around, you look around at your friends and your teachers and you say, hey, they make me better. I like them. They challenge me. And I want to go up and tell them that I like them just the way they are. Please go find them, guys. Tell them you like them just the way they are. All right. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing Wednesday.